And Mrs. Kennedy, on that fireplace, just under the mantel, there's an inscription which I found one of the most moving things in the White House.
Yes, that's from the very first letter that was ever written from the White House. And in it says, "I pray heaven to bestow the best of blessings on this house and on all that shall hereafter inhabit it. May none but honest and wise men ever rule under this roof."
Thank you, Mrs. Kennedy. Hi, everybody. This is Roger in Kansas City, and today we're going back to the White House. Last time, we went to the Oval Office and took a look at the President's desk. Today, we're going back to the Oval Office, and we're taking a look at the other end of the room, down there where that fireplace is and those chairs are, where the President meets dignitaries, important people, that kind of thing. And why are they blurred out? Because it's not about these people. It's not about what goes on in there, people-wise, professionally-wise. And why am I doing that? You may well know we don't want to send out any signals that we're talking about anything other than flowers, which we were talking about flowers. We're going to talk about that flower pot, that little bouquet sitting there right in front of us. Why is it so focused in this picture? Why is it so prominent? Maybe it's just a cool picture. No, there's a reason it's there. You may have seen a video I did a few years ago called The Queen's Tiny People. Same thing, the Queen has these bouquets around her all the time with weird little things in them. There are some really weird little things in this bouquet, and we're going to take a closer look at it. Why do they do this? Let's discuss that during the video. Here we go. So here's the first picture I saw of this bouquet, and what really caught my attention was the colors. This purple and kind of antique pink and this limey green. It's a dead giveaway, and they do this almost all the time in pictures like this. The Queen's pictures, these people's pictures. I don't know who those two guys are. I really don't. Anyway, so we're going to see shots from this bouquet and the first bouquet you saw. So let's take a closer look. So if you're familiar with my videos, you know I have this process where I enhance photos. I bring out the things you can't usually see. In this case, this is a correction. I'm not doing really any enhancements. I'm taking color off of this. This was kind of ridiculously easy so far. Now, as you can see, the colors have changed pretty substantially here, and you can start to see some odd little shapes in there. Let's take another closer look. So moving in even more closely, we can start to see there are figures throughout the bouquet. Like right here, 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 over here. We'll get there. You'll see them. So I use my phone to edit this photo. Usually everything's on my PC, but phones are getting pretty good on their editing apps. So I think you can see, again, disregard this. That is reflection from a shoe. But you can see this little head here with like an antenna. We have this, we have here, definitely in the center. We'll take a closer look at that, and over here also. But that's a pretty good picture. So going totally black and white, things get a little interesting. You can see quite a few little figures coming out here. We have here, here. This looks like a head with a hat. I'm gonna say that looks like a little horsey over here. We have this kind of little creature guy here. Over here. What's that? You can see there's something going on with this flower bouquet. And as I said in my Queen's Tiny People video, I grew up in the florist business. Doesn't make me an expert, but I'm pretty sure these were not in the floral bouquets my parents sent out to hospitals and funeral homes and loved ones. Next photo. Moving in closer, here's this little guy. We got this fella here. What's going on there? All this here. I have some colorized versions also. And here's a pretty good close-up of the horsey with some friends. Here's a very interesting view. We have this, I don't know, it looks sort of like an insect, maybe not. Then we have this creaturey looking thing here. That certainly looks like humanoid figure with his head turned facing this way. There's his hair, and there's his eyes and all that. We have some like four-legged creatures here, and it looks maybe like a dog or a wolf or something right here. But your interpretation probably is as good as mine. Now, I just wanted to throw this in really quick, just so you can see the similarities. This is from my video, The Queen's Tiny People. This is a bouquet sitting on the desk in front of the Queen or next to the Queen while she's doing her 1957 Christmas message to the British people. It was her first Christmas message. It's a very interesting picture, and the thing that I find somewhat similar are these guys right here. And you can see there's a lot of figures throughout this. And this is a really old picture. It's the very first one I ever saw that I realized there's something weird going on here with these bouquets. Well, that's where it all started. Moving on. Here are two pretty good before and after photos. I think you can see quite a bit of difference. Why do they do this? One idea, it's tribute to whomever it's tribute to. Another idea, it's some sort of subconscious, subliminal message that people are supposed to be affected by somehow. Third idea, some sort of spell casting, kind of like a voodoo thing. I don't know if it's voodoo directed towards the viewer or what's going on right there in the room. These are all just ideas. I have no clue. I welcome your ideas on this. In fact, it helps a lot. Now, before we go, I want to show you one more thing really quick, actually two more pictures, just to make my case. So here we are in the same office on a different day. I don't know who these two guys are. I think the one on the right may be the same person, but the one on the left is definitely different than in the previous photos. And there's a different flower bouquet. Let's take a closer look at it. So this is just a copy of the arrangement on the table. I haven't done a thing to it. It's just enlarged a little bit. I'm not going to do any enhancements, anything to it. I'm just going to point a few things out. I think it's easy enough to see. Right here. See that little face? Right there. There's another little face peeking out at you. That's going to be part of it also. And I'm sure if I really delved into this, it'd be just about the same as the other one. I don't think it's as detailed as the other one, but close enough. All right. So it seems they do this a lot. One of the other reasons I left out was they might do this in these rooms where these people are, just to remind them who's in charge. And that's a pretty good one also. So there you are. Strange little figures in this office. And it goes way back. This is not new. It really does go way back. It goes back to, I would say, as far back as I can find pictures of the Oval Office. Something really strange is going on. I'm going to digress for a second. FDR, that guy, things changed with him. It really ramped up. Maybe that's the best way to say it. But it's always been the same. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you're having a nice day. I hope these visitors to this office are also having a nice day. And I hope the little people and little horsies and little creature feature guys are also having a nice day. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. I look forward to your comments. I'm Roger in Kansas City, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.